Asphalt Live for the Richmond post-race edition for the Cup Series race. So yes, it actually turned out to be a pretty solid race. I was pretty happy with it. There was a few. There was a trade back and forth of you know dominance. Nobody dominated and ran away with the race. Thank God. There was a little bit of a back and forth. Um, strategy, everything in the Cup race. It was a very decent. For a Richmond race, it wasn't bad. I'll say that. Also, we're going to go ahead. Now, I did this earlier, but we're also going to go ahead and we're going to touch on the earlier today. What should have happened last night, but earlier today was actually the Truck Series race. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to cover that too. So, buckle up, strap in, sit down, get yourself something to drink, get prepared. Let's talk about a little bit of NASCAR, you guys. Here we go. So, alright, yep, we kicked off the day after last night. It was postponed from last night due to lightning and, just weather-related issues. The Classic Truck Series race was actually ran at noon today. And I'll tell you what, Champagne Gisbergen, they started on the pole, and that number 7 for Spire Motorsports. Okay, it was great. He ended up getting a uncontrolled tire penalty, and then unfortunately, he was obviously put to the back or near the back of the field. He fought his way back toward the front. He ended up, he fought his way back up by the end of the race. He fought his way back up into the top 5. He didn't have a bad race. Unfortunate that he got caught with the uncontrolled tire. That was a bummer. Now, Elliott Sadler. He came out of retirement. He came off the bench, so to speak, and returned at his home track. He is a Virginian himself. Him and his brother Hermie Sadler, the whole Sadler clan. But he was in that number 25 for a colleague Ram deal. And it went about as everybody would figure it did. I'm not even sure where he started, but I know where he ended up. He ended up 4 laps down, I think 32nd. It was really kind of sad. But the truth and the fact and just what happened throughout the entire race is Caden Honeycutt whooped ass. He won stage 1 and 2, and he won the race for his second career Classic Truck Series victory. That's what happened. The results is as followed: Honeycutt, Heim, Christian Eckes, Shane Van Gisbergen, and Grant Enfinger is 5th. That's your top 5. Jake Garcia, Chandler Smith, Tristan McGee. Keep your ears on Tristan McGee. Tristan McGee is he's going to be big. Tristan McGee, you're going to hear a lot about Tristan McGee in the future. Welcome back, Connor. I told you I'd be back, bub. And Shannon Andrea, Adriana, I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I apologize for mispronouncing your name, probably. But let's get back to this. Yeah, Tristan McGee, and that number 77 for Spire. Keep your eyes and ears out for that kid. He's going to really do well. All right, Gio Ruggiero, 9th, and Daniel Hemrick rounded out your top 10. Yeah, but as far as the colleague Ram cars, trucks, the best run they had was Brendan Queen in 20th. Very disappointing. Now, that's your Classic Truck Series race. As for the NASCAR Winston Cup, wow. That tells you how old I am, guys. For the NASCAR Cup Series race, we had Ryan Blaney start on the pole today for the Cookout 400 at Richmond Raceway. We had, hey, Harper 1000, hi. Hey, what's going on? Yes, Connor, welcome back, buddy. I appreciate you being here. But really, I'll tell you this. I'll just give you the the skinny on the race here. Dude, LARP it, chill. Oh, man. Yeah. I know that's right. Just, yeah, why are you? I'm just asking. Yeah, I'm not even being mean, Harper 1000. Yeah, it's cool if you sub. I appreciate it. You don't have to. But, people like to communicate in the chat. So, if you would, don't flood it, please. I don't... We try to not kick people out of the chat here. We try to do everything calm and decent. So let's just... Alright? Let's just be reasonable, guys. That's all I ask. And anyone, if you could, please like and subscribe, if you would. But if you could like the stream, gets more people in here, and it makes it for just a better time. As far as the NASCAR Cup Series race, all right, look, Joey Logano. It came down between Joey Logano and Chase Briscoe. Really, it did. Logano was a little Briscoe was a little bit better than Logano in the last run. Honestly, he was. He just couldn't get him. Logano led 95 laps. This is his second victory of the season. Think about this. Okay, in the last, I think, 5 or 6 races, Joey Logano has gone from 20th in points all the way up to 9th in points. Think about that. That is really something. Harper 1000, I appreciate it. I really do. But let's talk about the race, buddy. Let's talk about NASCAR. I appreciate the compliments. That's really kind of you. But yeah, I can't believe that he's gone from 20th in points all the way up to 9th. I mean, he's become almost a championship threat in my book. He won Stage 2. This is how Stage 2 ended up, guys. Alright? Joey Logano, first. Denny Hamlin, second. Chase Briscoe, third. Austin Cindric. Now, Austin Cindric, I'll also say, Austin Cindric had a hell of a night. I mean, for Austin Cindric standards. Okay? He was quick all night long. He was consistent. Got stage points, I think, in every single stage. And, I mean, he was like a top 5 contender all race. It was really, good to see. Cindric have a quality, solid run all the way through the race. It was really good to see. Really good. Yep, Cindric 4th, Ryan Blaney 5th, Josh Berry, that's another driver. Who's just, it's like, I don't know what happened, it's like they flipped a switch, and all of a sudden, he's doing very well. Every week, and it doesn't matter what track they're at, they're fast. Yeah. It's awesome. I'm really happy for him. Hopefully, he's able, out of this, to find and land a quality ride next year, because he's out of that 21. We already know he's out of that 21, and Jesse loves in that 21 next season. Thank you for the likes, you guys. I appreciate it very much. Carson, yep. I know that I was disappointed that Hocevar had an issue. I know that, buddy. I was disappointed myself. He can't do good every week. That's something that I have learned over the years, Connor. Not going to do good every week, unfortunately. But yep, go Joey Logano. Joey Logano did fantastic. Very proud of him. Very proud of him. And it's impressive on how, well, like I said, it's very impressive on how well he's done the past 6 races. I mean, it's like he's another driver. Very impressive. The last stage 3, if you want to call it stage 3, just the end of the race, okay? This is how they finished. This is how the end of the race, it's how they ended the race, guys. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give the top 24, right? Because from there on back, they were several laps down, and it didn't, I mean, it was what it was. As I said, Joey Logano won the race, and Chase Briscoe was second. Austin Cindric came home third. Very solid for him. Very, very solid. Denny Hamlin, 4th. Chase Elliott, 5th. Quiet night for Chase Elliott. Quiet, consistent, and really what Chase Elliott does quite frequently, if you notice. He's a very Hendrick kind of driver. Very Hendrick kind of driver. Wow, we just got a giant message from Connor Ritchie here. The Joe Logano came to grab and go to the station about 20 minutes where I live. Wow. And I went to see it and drove on the simulator. That the man that was there used to work for Morgan McClure. Oh wow, that's really cool. Huh? The old number 4 car. That's what's up, man. The Joey Logano. What is the Joey Logano? Is that like a? Is this some kind of simulation thing, or what is it? What is the Joey Logano, buddy? I don't know what that is. But no, look. So the Joey Logano car. Okay, you just forgot. I do that all the time with typing. It's okay. But 6 through 10. Another Hendrick car. Kyle Larson, 6th. Christopher Bell. He was He was better throughout the evening. He was faster at times than the 7th, but he ended up 7th. Josh Berry still brought that number 21 forward for Wood Brothers home in the top 10 in 8th. Pretty good run for him. Again, that's 3 top 10s, I think, in the last, 3 or 4 weeks. 3 or 4 races. And it's just like they flipped a switch. It's surprising. It's really kind of impressive. William Byron was 9th, and Alex Bowman rounded out your top 10, finishing 10th. Tyler Reddick was able to work his way back up to 11th. Ross Chastain wheeled that number 1 for Trackhouse Racing. He wheeled that number 1 to 12th. Ryan Blaney ended up 13th. Shane Van Gisbergen ended up 14th. And I'll tell you what, he is getting better on every single kind of oval. He really is. If Trackhouse can improve their equipment, or he can get a ride with a better team, SVG is going to be fired, guys. He's going to be amazing. I'm telling you. Not just to the road courses. I mean, everywhere. He's going to be fantastic. Ty Gibbs, 15th. Daniel Suarez, 16th. Ryan Preece, 17th. Noah Gregson, halfway decent run for Noah Gregson, 18th. Austin Dillon, 19th. Yeah, he definitely didn't three-peat. He was not even ever really in contention at all. Austin Dillon wasn't, which was kind of a surprise. Because, for whatever reason, and that makes me wonder about what were they running? They were likely doing something on the borderline of the rule book or something, because they were skirting the lines, because I mean, they were an average car now. It wasn't just his line, it wasn't just this, it wasn't just that. Something that they couldn't do, they were doing. And obviously they're not now, because he's 19. He was 19th and looked just normal, not Superman, like he had looked. Okay, Bubba Wallace 20th, Chris Buescher 21st, Jonathan Nemechek 22nd, Austin Hill 23rd, and Riley Herbst finished 24th. So that's basically how everything broke down when it comes to point standings. Everything remained basically the same in point standings. When it comes to the bubble, Austin Cindric is 15th now, and SPG, Shane Van Gisbergen, he's 16th, but he's got like a 59-point gap between him and I believe it's still Priest, 17th. So, yeah. Okay, Colin Ritchie says, another underrated driver was Andy Houston. Do you think he was better in trucks or Cup? Without a doubt, trucks. Without a doubt. They tried to move him up to Cup. PPI, Cal Wells. I don't know. I forget exactly the name of their team, but off the top of my head. But that number 32 car, the tied number 32 car, Ricky Craven. That team. He was supposed to be an expansion team from that, number 96. McDonald's, and he missed a bunch of races. A couple races he looked halfway decent in, but he was much better in trucks, much better. So yeah, Connor, that's how I feel about that. But yeah, that is pretty much what happened today in the world of NASCAR. Um, yeah, I agree. It was a nice looking car. It was a nice looking car. The Ronald McDonald House, McDonald's number 96. But it just, yeah, it wasn't there. It just wasn't there. I got to agree with you. Another, okay, I don't know if you remember this team. Do you remember the number 27? Um, I think they were sponsored by Viagra. And Mike Bliss drove for him. Connor Ritchie. You remember him? Remember them? This was, had to be like 2000. Yeah, it was, they could have been a good team. They could have been a really good team, but they didn't. They were also Eel River Racing. Yes, Eel River Racing. They could have been a good team. There was money there. If the people would have been in place, they would have been solid. But people just were not in place, and that kind of, well, Barry Dodson was the crew chief, I believe, buddy. Was he maybe the owner? He might have functioned as both. He may have functioned as both, but I know he used to be the crew chief. He used to be a crew chief. I believe for some reason he may have owned it though, or been an owner, a part owner, or something. Another old team. You know, I'll tell you another team that would have been amazing if they would have done the right things with their money. Is that Tabasco Fiasco number 35. That would have been an amazing team. An amazing team. It really would have been. They had Tabasco put all kinds of money into them. They put all kinds of everything into that team. They went and bought old ass Chad Little Pontiacs, dog shit cars, off of Jack Roush. That Chad Little couldn't run. Todd Bodine's a much better driver than Chad Little. And Todd Bodine couldn't get much out of these cars. Okay? Think about that. Todd Bodine and Pat Tryson together. Pat Tryson's just a very solid crew chief. Yeah, they did shitty that year. That was back. In the back. Yeah, it was rough, dude. It was really, really rough. If they would have done the right thing with that money, Todd Bodine, I think, could have really done something with that number 35 team. I think they could have really, maybe not been championship contenders or anything, but they could have been consistent top 20s. They could have easily. Connor, that was by far the worst team that he's worked with. And if you remember, he worked with Joe Falk's number 91 team, but he got a couple top fives out of that. He worked with he's worked with some shitball teams, dude. And yeah, I agree. It's got to be one of the shittiest teams he's worked with, without a doubt. Let's see another thing that proves that. Another thing that proves that is when Darrell Waltrip, and this is not a cut on Darrell Waltrip, not at all. I'm a huge Darrell Waltrip fan. Okay, but do you guys remember when Darrell Waltrip, the last couple of years of his career, he was in that 66 car for Travis Carter, I believe. I believe it's Travis Carter. And he could not run well for the life of him. And it's because they couldn't figure out the feel. Like, yeah, for Larry Gunzelman. Yep, I remember. And see, Todd, it's because he is a racer's racer. He's a fucking racer's racer. That's why he was able to go in the truck series and start immediately winning and being a championship contender and become a two-time champion. Honestly, in my opinion, he should have probably been a four-time champion. But you know what? He won two of them. Excellent driver. In my opinion, it's a toss-up between him and Jeff for the very best, and it's very close in the Bodine family. That's what I mean by that. So, yeah, one day we might just get on here and talk old NASCAR, you guys. Love talking old NASCAR. We could talk old 90s, 80s, and 90s NASCAR. We could talk that for days with me. Like, I know all about it. I love it. It's enjoyable. It's fun. And nothing like going down memory lane. Which pole in '03? Do you remember when didn't he go out and win the pole at Daytona somewhere and for like that No Fear Racing number 60 car? I think Frankie Stoddard. Oh, all right. But do you remember that, Connor? When it was at Daytona, when he took out number 60 and he went to Daytona. I think he won the pole at Daytona. If he didn't win the pole, he was damn close, and he ended up like finishing up right near the front. Like he had a really good. He could have won the race. He's fourth in the Pepsi 400 with the pole. Yes, yes, there you go. That's for him. And I mean, for a road course ringer, and he is definitely a road course ringer. He won't argue with that. No one will argue with that. He is a road course ringer. That was impressive. Because it wasn't like he started on the pole, immediately got past, and rode around the back, and then there was wrecks, and he came back to the front. That isn't how that happened. He was competitive most of the night. It was impressive. I'll never forget that run. Very impressive. But, guys, okay, well, we've been on here for a good little while. We've kind of discussed a little bit of everything on the NASCAR tip. Anybody got anything else they want to talk about, NASCAR-wise? Yep, I remember. I do remember that. He was this close. Paper slap 47. What do you mean by that? Is it pink? Is what pink? Here's a question. How many people can move their ears? Go to the bar. It's a conversation starter. Yes, you did miss a few races for the Wood Brothers. I loved the paint scheme, the Little Debbie's paint scheme that they had. I really wish that they would have had the alliance with Penske back then. It's too bad. Oh wow, that's kind of cool. Hey, I can do this with my. You know how The Rock does his eyes. I can do it with both of mine. Like, and then I can move my ears. Huh. I might be able to move my scalp. Excuse my hair. I got hat hair, guys. My bad. I guess I'm moving my scalp a little bit. Alright, Paper Slap. Look, you got me all sidetracked, looking all dumb and shit. Oh, wow. Well, that's kind of interesting. I don't know. I don't think I can do that. I mean, I may. I didn't even know that's the thing. That was an option. Alright, Connor, let's see. Yes. You remember when with Bill Elliott and that whole story and missing a few more? Yes, I remember that. Yes, I definitely remember that. Look, the Wood Brothers were in a bad way back then. Do you remember when they tried to bring up John Wood? And they tried to bring him up in there, up into the 21, and they were like, okay, yeah, this is going to go good, and this is going to go, and it fell fucking flat on their face. They missed several races. I mean, he was just bad. It was a bummer, because They're the longest running team in NASCAR. And it's just like, come on, brother. What's this mean? Let's let him cook. I think we're getting cooked, guys. I don't know even what that means. Let him cook, whatever that means. Didn't they miss the 600? They may have missed the 600 as well, pal. They may have missed the 600 as well. It's money? Oh, wow. Somebody... Huh. I didn't know that. I guess somebody just sent us something, guys. That's exciting. 375 fries or some shit. Well, that's what's up. Really, Connor, most of that season they missed, it's worth like $10. How is it worth $10? And how do I do... I'm new to this, guys. I'm sorry, I know I ask a lot of dumbass questions that probably... You guys are like, God, this guy's really asking this? Okay. BAM Racing? Obviously, I think Kenny Schrader, but, I mean... Brent Sherman. Yeah, it's Brent Sherman. That's who... No, I'm just joking. It's not Brent Sherman, it's Kenny Schrader. That's my favorite driver from BAM Racing. When they had that Schwann's number 49, yeah. And even before that, when it was just BAM Racing. Okay, so it's like a super chat, he said. Okay. Yeah, I never experienced it, so I didn't know. That's what's up. Tyler, YouTube edits. Great Larry Bird? No, sir. It is the great Dale Earnhardt. Tika Gomez, 9882. Okay. I first heard of Max Pappas coming to NASCAR. The first time I ever even heard about him, maybe coming to NASCAR, I think was like '06. And that was like a talk. And then I want to say the first time. No, you're not. No. You're not a Chico Gomez. Don't ever don't down yourself like that, especially on this show. Don't ever. Look, we're all positive here. It was just a simple mistake, pal. We're all human. Don't worry about it. Okay? You're cool. You're not a dumbass. Mistakes are mistakes. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Some terrible times. I like that. Terrible times. Sound like Dale Earnhardt. Wow. Thank you. Oh no, Chico Gomez. Well, look, I can help teach you some about NASCAR if you'd like to know. Because there's so much more to it than Ricky Bobby, and I'm guessing by Bubba you're saying Bubba Wallace, and all of the jokes that go with him. There's a lot more to it. If you're interested, if you are, I'd be more than welcome, more than happy. You're more than welcome to sit and learn. I'll teach you whatever you want. This is my thing. It's what I do. So, Connor, I think 2008 would be the first year that I think 2008. I think he made it Truck Series start. I'm pretty sure. Yes, Tico Gomez. Mario Andretti is a very, very, very well-known racer. World-renowned racer. I'm probably going to actually end up doing a video on him at some point before too long. Done this twice tonight. If you find it, knock someone out. I got $500 for you. I'm okay, buddy. I'm not gonna. Nah. Thanks for the offer, I reckon, but I just don't. This was 10, 15 years ago. I'd have opened my door, I'd have walked out, and I'd have found the first person and knocked him the fuck out. But it's just not me anymore. So it's alright. Chico Gomez, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Take care of yourself, and I appreciate the compliment. Feel free to stop by anytime. Consider subscribing. We try to be a positive, good channel, and we help you learn about NASCAR as much as we can. Take care. Haas, I think he may have in the Truck Series. Connor, I think possibly in the Truck Series, yes. Possibly. And now you're gonna now you're gonna get the wheels turning here, and you're gonna make me go and check this out, aren't you, Connor? Well, it's all good. I guess that's part of it. I enjoy it. So. Well, I guess, guys, this has been a fun time. A very, very, very enjoyable time. I've enjoyed the interaction. I've enjoyed the company. Everyone's been great tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. It means a lot. And anytime that you guys want to learn about NASCAR, talk about NASCAR, all you gotta do is just communicate to me, one way or another, and you can do that on any of my socials. Subscribe to the channel, and you see I interact a lot. I appreciate all of our fans and all of our followers. Go ahead and answer Connor's last couple questions here, and I think we may step off here. See, which one of the Evernham cars did you like? Well, you forgot, there's also the 19 in there, Connor. Not that I liked specifically the 19, but I would say, well, you gotta go with the 9. You'd have to go with the 9. I liked the 19 to a degree, too. It was the expansion team. And then you had an expansion team to an expansion team with the 91. That's why the 91 was never... It was an R&D team. That's what the 91 was. And then when they merged with MB2, that's when the 10 team came into it. Yeah, Bill drove the number 91. Dick Trickle actually tried driving the number 91 at Rockingham, and he missed the race. But yeah, I don't know if you knew that. Dick Trickle tried qualifying the number 91 Dodge at Rockingham, I believe in 2002, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say 2002. Yeah. Mayfield, he had that 19 really moving and grooving there for a couple of years. Casey Atwood pulled a couple good runs out of that car. Elliott Sadler, he did horrible in that 19 car. I mean, every week, he was consistently dog shit in that car. It was really disappointing. I don't know what happened to him. Like, I was thinking that after his run at Yates, that he was going to be pretty good in that 19 car. He just was not. At all. Really kind of sad. But... boy. Talladega was a prize. What do you mean? Wasn't it who at Talladega? Connor? Number 10 had ups and downs, and he did. He had a series of ups and downs. Like, it wasn't like he was horrible, because he wasn't. He had times he was fast, and the reason he was fast is because he had Rodney Childers as his crew chief. So, I mean, of course he was fast. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it might have been at Talladega. I think you're right. It might have been at Talladega. And of course I remember that. Buddy, you're talking to one of the biggest Dick Trickle fans on earth. Like, no lie. Like, I'm talking, I know all of his shit even from back in the Midwest when he was driving his number 99 late model. Like, that's, yeah, I'm like huge Dick Trickle fan. It's a, you know, but he's won more short track races almost than anyone out there. Now, yeah, he also drove the number 71 for Dave Marcus. He did qualify for a couple races for Dave, but obviously, uh, he wasn't very competitive. He just wasn't. And by that time, that 71 team wasn't very competitive. Yes, Dick wasn't. Okay, here's an issue, Connor. Here's the whole thing that fucking sucks. Wang Noodle for Dick Trickle. He won Rookie of the Year honors, guys, at 47 years old. Let that sink in for a moment. Wait for it. Okay. Most drivers have retired at this point and have already fell off and started and hit the fucking side of the mountain and fell off the cliff at this point. He's just now entering NASCAR and becomes Rookie of the Year in his late 40s. He was never going to do too much in NASCAR if he didn't do something in the first couple of years. And the first season, he was okay. He was driving for the Stavolas. I think he was filling in for an injured Bobby Allison, if I remember correctly. I think that's what that was. Where he took over. They called him in to take over the ride after they realized Bobby Allison wasn't coming back in '88. I want to say. Or maybe they had him come in for '89. Yeah, I think that's what it was. They had him come in for '89 because they were gonna. It was a mess back then. It was a bummer for Dick Trickle because if he could have got in even 5 years earlier, 10 years earlier, like he could have won a bunch of races. I didn't realize specifically that two did, but I did realize that Petty Enterprises was missing races left, right, and sideways, and front ways, and back ways at that point. It was rough. Like, their setup was bad at this point. They had never experienced anything like this. But they also had never been a team that size. So they grew and didn't have the people or anything else. And they did have money, but they didn't know what to do with the money. And they didn't have the right people in the right places. And they were just cars out there with obligations to their sponsors to be out there on cars that they didn't have any people to set them up correctly. That's ultimately what happens. I don't know what else to say. That's what it all boils down to. It's it all, after everything shakes out, that's what's left in the strainer. That's what it is, guys. It's just what it is. So, here's to it. Barks. Have you ever seen me drinking on here? No. Have you ever seen me drinking anywhere? Okay? Out in the wild, on here, anything. Know that. And I don't have anything against people that drink. I can care less. Honestly. But I know that I'm never drinking. I'm never getting drunk on my show. Like I'm drinking either Baja Blast, Mountain Dew, or I'm drinking Barks or Red Cream Soda. It's good. That's what it is, guys. Just know that. Because I actually had somebody, like a week ago, try to tell him, man, he's getting drunk on his podcast. Look at him. What the fuck are you talking about, buddy? On red cream soda? No, no. So, that's the only reason I just felt the need to even say that. Shane Meal was also, he could have been an amazing driver. He used to pick cars up on his little shoulders and take them all the way. Like to the front of packs and stuff. It was impressive. Shane Meal, if he could have got control of himself, it's hard telling how far he could have made it. It's just hard telling how far he could have made it. You know, but what are you gonna do? All right, you guys. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna probably step off here. It's been a nice long show. Had a good time. I hope everyone's had a good time. Don't forget to check out the new NASCAR's Lost Teams. We got NASCAR's Lost Teams on there. King Racing, and also don't forget that now it's not just still frame stuff. We got actual race footage, video clips in our videos now. Be sure to check it out. It's uploaded. It's on the channel right now. The new NASCAR's Lost Teams, King Racing. Check it out. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of A Splash of Asphalt Racing Live. I want to thank Tyler's YouTube edits. I want to thank Connor Ritchie, J4S. I want to thank Tika Gomez, 9882. I want to thank Terrible Times. And I want to thank Paper Slap 47. All you guys interacting and helping making this show a fun time. Harper 1000, you know, you may have spammed just a little bit at the beginning, but still you came around. You were fun too. So thanks for all you guys' participation. And next time, hopefully, we'll catch you then too. Enjoy the rest of your night and take care.